Hey guys, hey everyone, if this is your first time watching, welcome to my channel. Like and subscribe or dislike, that's up to you, would appreciate either way. Yeah, subscribe for more content and yeah, to regularly hear from what I have to say. Basically, yeah, I'm just here to encourage and be honest in my channel. I believe in being honest and transparent, and I just want to encourage as many people as I can with my own experiences and just my own knowledge. So I just want to talk today about, well, it's nighttime where I am, but I just wanted to talk about that it is okay to not be okay. I just, like, what I mean is that if you are struggling at all, like mentally in any way, if you're struggling with anxiety or depression or any type of mental illness, it is okay to feel the way that you feel. Mental illness is an illness. It is a sickness. That's literally, look it up on Google, or not Google, the doctors have said that mental illness is an illness just like any other illness. And some people, there's a massive there's a massive stigma around mental health, and there has been for a very long time, mental illness that is, that it's just in your head, that people are just but that we have control over our mental illness, and that we do things to ourselves because of our mental illness, or we choose to be depressed, or we choose to be anxious, like we choose to have anxiety. It's not like that. That's not the truth at all. And those people who have that mentality are ignorant and not educated, and they're judging what they haven't experienced. So I just want to say that if you're struggling with any type of mental illness, don't be ashamed, because it is a legitimate mental illness, and what you're experiencing and what you're feeling is real, and it's your experience, it's unique to you. And even if no one else has experienced it or has gone through it, you know what you're experiencing, you know what you're going through. So don't let people who don't experience what you're experiencing to tell you that your feelings are not valid, and that your illness is not real, and that it's just made up, it's just in your head. And like some things that I have experienced quite a lot of anxiety. I do still, and depression sometimes. I have been diagnosed a few years ago with borderline personality disorder, which is a chronic condition, and it never goes away, but it can be managed. So, but anyway, a lot of people judge me and judge who I am because I say that I struggle with mental health. Like they say, don't stress, just be happy, it's fine. But that's not okay. Is people judge you based on your mental illness and say comments like, just be happy, or just get over it, don't stress. Just know that they, of course, I'm sure they mean well, but they don't understand where you're coming from, because they haven't experienced and they don't experience what you're going through. And I just want to, I keep saying in all my videos, I just want to say, but I need to stop that, cut that saying, because there's a lot of things I want to say. But anyway, yeah, so pretty much, I want to encourage you, don't let anyone make you feel that your illness, your mental illness that you are struggling with is not real, and that it's your fault, and that you should be ashamed of what you're going through. Everyone has stressful times in their life, and everyone has times of feeling down. That's just normal. That's a part of life. But that's not what a mental illness is. A mental illness is a debilitating sickness. And it's a sickness just as much as cancer is, or, someone who has diabetes, or someone who breaks their leg. You don't tell someone who breaks their leg to just get over it. Honestly, people just don't understand that mental illness is an actual sickness. And I am here right now to encourage you that, if you have been diagnosed, or if you are struggling with a mental illness, don't be ashamed. I know people, try to put others down who struggle with mental illness, but it's basically because they don't understand it. And that's life. When people don't understand something, they put their own judgments onto it. And that's not always fair, but that's what happens in life. And everyone sees and judges through their own narrow-sighted perception, you know, through their own lack of experiences, or through their own experiences, their lack of knowledge from things that are outside their own experiences. So I just want to, yeah, I just thought I was going to stop saying, I just want to say, but I'm here right now to say that I know I have said in my previous video, like not too long ago, I said how the law of attraction cured my mental illness. That was a bit of a clickbait, you know, didn't exactly cure my mental illness, but it did definitely help with my mental health on a daily basis. And, you know, sometimes people say, oh, just be positive, you know, just stay positive, just think positive, you know, you'll be fine. And that's definitely great. Like, I do believe that thinking positive and having the right thoughts and choosing to think good thoughts and positive thoughts and always being thankful definitely helps, you know, especially when you're, you know, just a bit stressed or you're just feeling a bit down. But it's different when you have an actual illness, you know, someone who has cancer or diabetes. You don't just say, oh, just stay positive and then everything will be fine. I mean, you can say that to them, and, you know, it can definitely change the way that things are going. But, you know, like, it's just thinking positive is not always the answer to people who are really struggling. And I just want to say that, like, if you are really struggling right now, especially as right now when I'm making this video, it is a time of isolation because of the COVID-19 stuff that's going on, because of the coronavirus. And it's not unusual for people to feel, for the people who have experienced mental illness before, for it to, you know, really take a toll, or for it to come back, or, yeah, for it to exist in their life at this time. Because, you know, when people are, this is what I believe anyway, that, you know, we were created, or we were designed, or we were made to thrive in relationships and in a sense of community and in a sense of not just belonging, but also a purpose. We have purpose when we're able to work, when we're able to contribute to society, and when we're able to keep important connections with each other and feel, you know, like we belong. That's what gives our lives value, pretty much. And we've had that taken away from us right now. And a lot of people are feeling lonely. And I truly do believe that loneliness is a big contributor of people feeling anxious and down, and, you know. But anyway, my main thing I'm trying to say is, don't be ashamed if you are experiencing symptoms of mental illness, or if you are experiencing a mental illness. You know, never let anyone make you feel inferior because you are experiencing a mental illness. You know, it's been scientifically proven that it's when someone has a mental illness, or, you know, something like with going on with their mental health that is not right. It is scientifically proven that it's like a chemical imbalance in their brain, that something is off, you know, with the hormones, it's not just something that people have just decided to wake up one day and be like, oh, today I'll just want to feel shit. I just want to, you know, be stressed and depressed, and I just want to do that to myself. No, there's literally a chemical imbalance that's going on in the brain. That's why that's what mental illness is all about. It's about a chemical imbalance in the brain. Okay, that's not the only part, like, all it's about. But I mean, you know, it's scientifically proven that it's not something that people always have control over, you know. There's something going on in the brain where things are not right. You know, if that kind of explains it. But so don't be ashamed. Know that you're not alone, and there is always hope. That's part of the whole thing about what I was saying previously in a few videos ago, that about the law of attraction and always being thankful and trying to think and thinking positive, you know, no matter what the circumstance is. That, you know, because I've been through terrible times before, like, and, you know, here I am today. You know, I've been through things, and I feel like they've only made me stronger as a person. And that doesn't mean that I'm never going to struggle again, but every single struggle can be turned around and used for good. Every single struggle can be used as an opportunity for growth. And just never beat yourself up for feeling the way that you feel. Like, it's normal. Like, in this society, it's labeled as not normal, but it is normal now to experience mental illness, because it is so prevalent in our society, and there are reasons for that, but it's a part of life, and you will get through it. And I just want to, like, it's hard. I said so many times, I'm not going to say, I just want to say, but honestly, reach out for help. Don't be ashamed. You are not alone. We are in this together, you know, and continue thinking positive thoughts if you can. Just all you can do at the end of the day is do your best. Take things one day at a time, and just remember, no, it is okay to not be okay. The worst thing that someone struggling mentally can do is to pretend that they're not struggling, to pretend that everything's okay when it's not. Like, there's a clear difference between just faking it and pretending that you're all good when you're not, and just, you know, and thinking positive and thinking positive and getting through things with a positive mentality, even though, you know, you are still struggling. Like, yeah, don't pretend that everything's okay when you're not, just to please others, just to make everyone else happy around you, and make everyone else think, oh yeah, she's all good, like, she's normal. Like, I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but I'm trying to say here that, you know, if you are struggling, please reach out for help, and remember, as I've said, it's okay to not be okay. Yeah, I've like rambled on a bit and like gone on a bit of a tangent, but I just really want to encourage people right now that, you know, there's just so much stigma around mental health, and you just really need to know that you are not alone, and everything can always turn around for better. So just keep that in mind, and just remember, it's okay to not be okay.